day to you, good day to you, good day to you. As I'm sitting here waiting to go live, going through all my things, I realize that I'm pretty sure I accidentally set this for 6 in the morning instead of 6 at night. So there's that. You know, whatever, accidents happen. I am going to be doing spirit messages going from Aries all the way down to Pisces. There will be timestamps in the description box as well as in the comment section when we are finished. Please do remember that I do give my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way. So always take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Also, I'm super excited to announce my 13 Steps to Transformation Masterclass. It is available. I was going to say it will be available on Sunday. I am putting it in the gratitude group as well as my OnlyFans spiritual channel. Excuse me. So, if that's something that interests you, check that out. Let's get started with Aries. All right, Aries, you have the One of Roses, commitment. In Crescent Moon, the Six of Keys. And the Seven of Keys, the Ascent. I definitely feel like you are entering into a commitment, a new emotional experience, something that could be healing, but also contractual. So if it's not necessarily a marriage, it feels like this is soul contracted. With the Six of Keys, I feel like this is talking about you putting in the work. There's something that you have been putting in the work towards, and with the Ascent, I feel like it might have been a long road, but you're nearly there. It's a feeling of like finally arriving at a destination. All right, Aries. You have number 24, Alpha of, and I have a tendency to butcher some of these names, but Alcyon, I have no idea. All right, White Light Oracle for Aries. Hello. A positive twist of fate and a windfall of good fortune are destined for you. Brightness and hope will alleviate negativity and give you the strength to find your way through a time of adversity or challenge. Finally, you will experience peace, love, and a deep connection with your true self and the universe. Good things are on their way to you. I feel like Spirit's letting you know you've been through it. You've been through the rough of it. You put a lot of work and effort. You're moving up, and there is a commitment, a new emotional commitment. Good grief. Give me 1 second. I totally apologize. Apparently, I need moderators. Okay. Beautiful energy, Aries. I apologize. Let's move on to Taurus. I guess I'll get better at the chat. I'll get quicker. All right, Taurus. Okay, I didn't skip Aries. I just finished Aries, but feel free. You do you. All right, Taurus. You have the Queen of Forces. You could be dealing with a fire sign, have fire in your chart. And or be embodying this energy. This is the energy of, it feels so powerful and like alchemy, like taking, you could even be illuminating something that's been hidden. Or somebody could be doing that for you. With Archangel Gabriel, this is, I think it's Gabriel. This is number 3. I feel like you're receiving guidance, some kind of download, intuition, clarity, and it's putting you in your power with Archangel Raphael, number 8. You have a lot of spiritual energy surrounding you. I feel like there's a major shift and change coming in. Well, I heard day is night and night is day. I am going to pull this from the bottom because it's staring at me in the face. The One of Forces, the Akashic Field. Again, it feels like you could be rewriting something or entering into this new like phase in your life, something that was written before you incarnated. So powerful. I feel like come on. Strength card, Leo energy. You have a lot of fire energy surrounding you. Again, you could have fire in your chart or be dealing with a fire sign. I definitely, which of course on the bottom of the deck, all fire, right? Aries, Leo, Sag, brand new, passionate beginning, and an Ace of Pentacles. Something is coming in. It feels like you're creating something. Like you're moving, it feels like heaven and earth, like something that was written, some kind of creative, passionate, I want to say new beginning, but it almost feels like this is like it almost feels like it's going to just pop out of nowhere kind of energy. Something that it's just going to light you up, like a memory or something. But I feel like this is something that was written it's in the Akashic, like it is something that you were meant to do. You could even be coming into gifts, heightened spiritual gifts that you had in previous lifetimes, and like something's opening up, like the veil is thin and you're receiving these gifts. I definitely feel like you are surrounded by higher spiritual beings at this time. You have number 30, vulva of Sadir. I'm going to cover part of that. Your inner spiritual power can heal circumstances in your life and our world in ways greater than you realize. Journey within to gain clarity and conscious redirection of your inner energies towards what you wish to manifest. Do not try to control what is happening. Instead, work to bring positive influence to bear so that you may contribute constructively towards shaping the outcome for the greatest good. I definitely feel you're in your power and you're in your strength. Beautiful reading, Taurus. Let's move on to Gemini. 1107. And I'm not trying to focus on the chat. However, I will get demonetized with these types of comments. So I don't need to learn how to shuffle, but I appreciate it. If you're not happy with what I'm giving, there are many other channels that you can, by all means, go check. Always critics. That's good though. All right, Gemini. White Light Oracle. Ooh, quick and to the point. Interesting. One more, please. Wow, you got a lot of people here. Gemini, we have the Queen of Scrolls. That is specifically Libra energy. So you could be dealing with a Libra. You could also just be in your feminine energy. Mainly because we have the King of Scrolls, which is you. Male, female, not gender specific. It's masculine, feminine energy. This could be a power couple. It also could be describing your masculine and feminine. But then we have the Queen of Keys, which is specifically Capricorn energy, but it's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And then we have the One of Forces, the Akashic Field, which is interesting because we just got that in Tauruses. I feel like there's people who are coming and rallying around you, and you're moving into something more grounded and stable, something that definitely is creative, but I'm also feeling the energy of really strong communication. With the Queen of Scrolls, her forehead is lit up, which to me is like receiving like your third eye. I almost feel as though you and an earth sign or somebody who's embodying earth energy are coming together, and it's almost feels like it's divinely written. Like she's reading a scroll, which is communication, words. It's also especially with the Akashic, the One of Forces, a brand new passionate beginning. But with the Akashic field, it's like the energy of, it is the energy of spirituality. It is, well, I heard written in the stars. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Leanne. I appreciate you. One more, please. Yeah. We have the 7 of Wands with the 4 of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups. This is something that was meant to happen in divine timing with the Temperance card, Sagittarius energy. And I feel like it's something that you've been holding on to and also defending against. Like, there could be people, places, or maybe it was a non-believer in your path. There's something deep within you, I feel like, knew that this was meant to happen, that this was going to happen. I feel like you were receiving intuition or guidance, and it almost feels like there was a protecting of that energy, something that has been held on to for some time. This could even be subconscious in the respect of, if this is something that was written in the stars, like there was like an innate knowing without knowing, if that makes sense. I feel like I just heard a seed was planted. And so I definitely feel like this is, well, I heard a meeting of the ages. So with you and an earth sign, if you are aware of this person, I feel like this is destined and fated. If you're not, I feel like they're coming in here soon. We have number 20, Spirit Owl of 852 Hertz. I feel like you're just being called to follow your heart and follow your intuition, especially when I see the owl. Owls remind me of like the wise old owl, like super knowing, even if they don't know how they know, right? Some kind of clair. Recalibration to a higher order of divine purpose is in progress. It is not always a smooth ride, but it is safe to be fearless as you gently hold space for new ways of thinking, living, and seeing to emerge. You are encouraged to let go of opinions and belief systems that cannot support you in higher frequency states. You shall soon recognize a truth that cuts through confusion and frees you to proceed with love, peace, and higher understanding. Sometimes I feel like I could just read the White Light Oracle cards and call it a day. Like, no need to pull any of the other cards. Just, that has a tendency to sum it all up. I definitely feel like you're not only cutting out your own unserving thoughts, but I feel like it pertains to people, places, and situations that just aren't, and it's no fault of theirs, I should say. It's that they're not seeing or having that innate knowing that you do. So moving on to Cancer. We are doing Aries through Pisces. I feel like I got off to a rough start with the beautiful spam in the chat. And then feel free to join me tomorrow for the weekly. This is just spirit message. I shouldn't say just, I mean, this is a message from spirit to you with the White Light Oracle and the Akashic Tarot. But tomorrow I will be going live at 6. I will double check the time because for some reason I had 6 a.m. on this one. But I will be going live tomorrow at 6 p.m. for the upcoming week. All signs. All right, Cancer. One more. I like to see the Ascent card. Cancer, I feel like you are being led and guided. And I feel like with the Three of Scrolls, that's all about setting your sights. It's like moving. But some of you could be moving. But I feel as though there's some kind of dream, desire, wish fulfillment. And with the Six of Scrolls, this feels like the sands of time. It feels as though divine timing is at play here. I'm kind of almost feeling like a rush energy, like a fear of missing out. I feel like you're not. I feel like, and rainbows. You could be seeing rainbows. I don't know what part of the world you're in, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a rainbow outside. You could, flip through your phone and see a rainbow or TV or a sticker. With the Seven of Keys, the Ascent, I feel like you're on your way there. You are moving there. It might feel like it's out of reach or it's too far away or like it's taken some time, but I definitely feel like you're there. I feel like Spirit's telling you to enjoy the journey. With the Seven of Roses, there's a need to slow down, and it's good to have an idea of where you're going, but enjoying the steps that you're taking to get there. I mean, that's part of it. It makes me think of Esther Hicks when she talks about, you don't set on a vacation so that you can hurry up and go home. Like, oh, already got there. Let's turn around and go home. We've done it. We made it. It's like the days of the vacation that you're enjoying and the leading up to it. I feel like Spirit is literally telling you it's okay. Breathe. You're on your way. And I definitely feel you're getting a wish fulfillment for two reasons. Because after I picked up the Journey card, I have the Five of Keys, wish fulfilled. But also, when we read your White Light Oracle, we have number 39, Ivory, wish fulfilling crow. Beautiful energy, Cancer. I just feel like Spirit's telling you to take a breath. It's okay. You are on your way. Enjoy the journey. Slow down. Number 39. You can have what you truly want. Such knowledge helps soften and release fear, grasping, control, and doubt. Have confidence that the universe hears your prayers and is even now leading you into that which you seek. You can take sanctuary within your spiritual connection whenever you need stabilization and protection against the fluctuations of the external world. No matter what is happening around you, there is a way through to the fulfillment of your potential. I definitely feel like it is closer than you perceive, and that Spirit's literally saying, slow down. It's coming. Just enjoy the journey. Let's move on to Leo. Next week. No, I'm doing Capricorn and Aquarius here. Tomorrow I will be doing all signs. Unless that was sarcasm. In that case, haha, that's cute. No, I've done Aries through Leo, or through Cancer. I'm on Leo right now. We are moving towards Pisces. It just so happens that Aquarius and Capricorn are on the bottom of the list. Although I will say not the total bottom, because Pisces is there. And I get you. I'm a Pisces. But, sometimes the best is worth waiting for. Not to say that all the other signs aren't good. I'm just going to I'm going to let that one go. We'll leave it. We'll leave it alone. Yes, I'm starting at 6 tomorrow p.m. I don't know why I had this one set for a.m. Craziness. 6 p.m. tomorrow, and it'll be all signs. And maybe tomorrow I will do the reverse order so that Pisces is the start and we move, you know, try to be fair. Fair with those ladder signs. Okay, we are on Leo. Good grief. Leo, you have number 9, Archangel Michael. This is strength and power. And I also feel like with the fire lighting up that heart chakra, it feels very fire sign energy for one. I feel like this is you in your power, in your strength. Like I just heard, that's not even the way you say it, but this is what I heard. I am lion, hear me roar. Now I'm getting all these tiger and lion songs popping in. Eye of the Tiger. Yeah. We have the 6 of Forces. Waterfall. This feels like a tremendous amount of emotion. And I don't necessarily feel as though it's negative. It doesn't feel negative. It feels powerful, very powerful, like strong emotions, strong. I feel like you're a force to be reckoned with. And then with number 21, Uriel and the Sphinx, this is all about digging deep, going deep within. You could be moving through some powerful emotions at this time, and you're being called to dig deep, to really maybe clear something out. Let me pull some cards. Oh, thank you. I will answer your super chat question at the end. If for any reason you don't want to stick around, I will leave it in the, I will leave a timestamp. All super chat questions get answered at the end, but I appreciate that, and I will answer your question. We have the 3 of Wands and the 5 of Wands. I feel like this is... it feels as though you're moving towards some kind of internal, it's chaos, but it almost feels like it's emotions. Like you're moving through your own emotions, digging deep, unraveling your truth. And I feel like the deeper you're going, the stronger you're getting. You're also receiving a brand new perception, not just on your external whatever, but I feel like who you truly are. Like this is super powerful, Leo. Unbelievable. I feel rebirth. And then I just got the chills. What is your white light oracle? Number 25, Theta of Venus. Attune yourself to higher consciousness by choosing to access the purest frequencies of love within. Acknowledge lower frequencies such as judgment, fear, doubt, or shame when they arise within or around you, but do not give them a foothold in your heart. You are ready for higher understanding, to see things in a new and more positive light. Allow your inner knowing to guide you on a unique, beautiful, and highly spiritual path. I feel like you are. I feel like you are, if not in the midst, you're beginning a spiritual ascension, possibly even I don't want, dark night of the soul kind of is what makes, that's kind of what I feel. But as far as it being intense and really rough, I feel like you're in your power about it. I feel like you're in your strength. I don't feel as though it's the typical dark night of the soul, which can get really intense. So Leo, that is what I have for you. Let's move to Virgo. 45. Man, I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you. Virgo. Okay, Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. That Akashic Forces card keeps coming out. It's like the third sign. Ooh, I should make mention also that we have a Libra full moon on the 2nd that is also the north, it's a current north node solar eclipse. Not to mention, we just had a Pisces. I mean, we're in eclipse season. The veils are thin. Things are getting real right now. Things are shifting and changing. I highly recommend just go with the flow. Because things are almost like self-correcting. I don't know why I picked up my pen. Virgo, Virgo, we have the One of Forces, the Akashic Field, the Six of Keys and Crescent Moon, and the Two of Forces, the Willow. I definitely feel like you are having a new beginning, new passionate beginning, creative, powerful, like a major shift and change. But again, it feels very karmic almost. I mean, this is the Akashic Tarot, but I get the feeling of, well, we could use the word fate or destiny, something that is meant to transpire at this time. With the Six of Keys, this is not only something that you're putting work into, but this is beauty, creation. This is, it feels like a balancing out. I heard modalities, some kind of beginning and some creative passion of yours. But I feel like it moves so much deeper than that, because with the Two Forces, this is something that is grounded and stable. And I absolutely love this card, mainly because you have the light coming around the tree. And it feels as though this is, well, I heard spirit induced, but like it's in the light, it's grounded, it's stable. There's a need to definitely go with the flow as well. But I feel like whatever your because it's going to be different for everybody. I feel like whatever your creative passion, drive is, because again, it could be anything. This is something that is written in the Akashic, something that you're meant to journey towards. And it's creating like this strength, this grounded stability in the 3D. It's something that you're creating is coming into being. I feel like I should pull a card. We need to look at the bottom. Uh, Aquarius, Aries. I don't know why I couldn't get that out. The Fool card. This is a brand new journey. You've definitely closed out some other cycle and you're moving in a new cycle. Something that could be, well, I heard, come on, baby, light my fire. So it feels as though this is going to, even being in this energy, this creative energy, is going to expand so many things in your life. When we are in the energy of following our passion and our creativity, we're more in tune with spirit. And it reflects in our outer circumstances. So you could even be attracting love. Definitely this is a wish fulfillment. Spirit is definitely opening doors for you. You got number 16, the sun of 417 hertz. I got to double check that we're not showing anything we're not supposed to. That feels powerful in itself. I mean, the sun, is career, but it's also your being, right? Powerful energy. All right, number 16. You have what it takes. You are a light bearer. Within you is a healing power and spiritual wisdom you can tap into to find your way through any confusion or doubt. Have confidence in yourself and know you are enough. Expect an affirming yes from the universe. I should also mention that this the sun is normally Leo energy as well. But you got a yes. You got a yes from the universe, from spirit. Beautiful Virgo. Let's move on to Libra. I feel like I need to expand the comment section so I can actually read it. No, I do not have problems with my eyes. It is just dark in here and the print is very small. That's my story and I am sticking to it. I think somebody asked if I do personal readings, and yes, if you would like a personal reading, you can check out the description box. It gives all the information. If you're curious about super chats, questions, one question, I will answer those at the end. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I am so excited. I finally hit the... maybe it's not a big deal to anybody else, but it's a big deal to me. I hit 1,000 subscribers, so that's exciting for me. Anyway, like, yay, thank you. It's the little things, you know. All right, Libra. Libra. Let me take a drink of my water real quick. Libra, you have the 8 of Scrolls, paths unknown. I definitely feel like there is an energy that you possibly are confused or feeling like, I almost get the feeling of insecure, like an energy of insecurity, and unknowing, not knowing what the future holds, not knowing what's going to happen next. But I feel like we have the King of Roses. That's specifically Pisces, but it is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. You could be dealing with a Pisces or have that in your chart. However, I feel like this is more talking about the energy of, so a Pisces really goes with their intuition, their feelings. They're kind, caring, but it's the energy of somebody who is highly intuitive and psychic. Now, whether this is somebody on your path that you feel unsure about, or it could be somebody that is being placed on your path to help guide you with that intuition, with that energy, and or you're being asked to embody that energy. We have number 13, the Buddha prepares. I feel like that almost doubles down on exactly what I said. So whether it is that there is a specific person you're dealing with and you're just unclear about what comes next, where it's going to lead, with the Buddha prepares, Spirit is telling you to go within, to really follow your heart, your intuition, to even meditate on it, to really seek from within, answers from within, which are going to lead and guide you. But sometimes the path isn't, it isn't seen, right? Sometimes it is just having faith and going with what we feel is the best. And if we're feeling confused or lost, to really meditate on it, to release the fear and the anxiety. I definitely feel like you're being called to maybe even start a meditative practice to get closer to yourself, to your higher self. But also, as far as if this is a person on your path, I definitely feel like all answers are being received from within. I feel like more like this is somebody who possibly could be coming in to help assist in guiding you. And it could be both. It could be a love. It could also be somebody that is meant to be on your path to help lead and guide you into more of a spiritual, well, I heard progress and then I heard program. So you have number 21, Seraph of 963 Hertz. This definitely feels like complete alignment and receiving those downloads. It feels as though, oh, it's actually the cover of my book too. This definitely feels like being in that alignment and receiving higher guidance. Number 21. One more. Practice connecting to the joy that is always deep within you. Pay attention to what brings you exquisite delight. If you don't know what that is, you are guided to experiment and explore. Connecting to the joyful capacity of your heart will heal so much negativity and uncertainty. Let your heart relax. Allow the spiritual grace that wishes to reorder your life to manifest its miraculous magic. Again, sometimes I feel like I could just read the card and not even like, here's your white light oracle, totally sums up all the cards. The King of Roses also is your heart energy, your emotions. But I do know that Spirit sometimes will call people into our experience to help lead and guide us. All right, moving on to Scorpio. What are we at? 44. Scorpio. And again, I will leave timestamps when we are finished here. Thank you, Leanne, for listing the signs we've done in the chat. I truly appreciate you. You are amazing. Amazing. I feel like I could use an automatic shuffler. I'm just kidding. I need to shuffle. Got to feel the cards in the hands. Put your energy into them. Although it would be cool to just push a button and it does its thing, right? Alrighty. That was loud. All right, Scorpio. 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 Interesting. Somebody else got that card, but I don't recall for the life of me who it was. Always check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus, though, because, or the people you're dealing with, to see if there is a cross communication message. Scorpio, you have the 5 of Scrolls diversity with number 21, Uriel and the Sphinx, and and the 8 of Scrolls, Paths Unknown. So I definitely feel like you're being called to expand your knowledge, to get out of your comfort zone, to really seek out new creative passions, new, just go out and try things you haven't tried before. Meet people you haven't met before. Switch things up. With Uriel and the Sphinx, this is all about digging deep. Really going within and figuring out your true self, who you truly are, what it is that you truly like and enjoy. With the 8 of Scrolls, Paths Unknown, again, that's that energy of there might be a question mark on where things are going to lead, but I feel like when you're focusing on shifting your reality, which is what you're doing when you're opening up and diversifying your life, your knowledge, people, places, and situations, really getting to know yourself on a deep, deep level, things that maybe have been hidden, maybe even, I keep hearing old what? Old hobbies? Old hobbies, maybe? Something that's been forgotten about that you're going to unveil. Maybe you're, I'm seeing somebody going through a garage, like picking through boxes. So maybe you're going to stumble upon something that really opens up something that might have been of interest to you previously. Could be opening up like a whole new avenue, a whole new... The Paths Unknown almost feels exciting with this spread. It almost feels like endless possibilities is before you. I definitely feel like Spirit is calling you to, well, for some of you, go through your garage, but also definitely on a serious level, I feel like they're asking you to step out of your comfort zone and expand your knowledge in whatever way that looks like for you. Maybe you've always wanted to go on a fishing trip, and so you need to book that trip. Maybe it's, taking a course on something, pottery, I don't know, gardening. But I definitely feel like you're being called to open up your... Well, it feels like knowledge, like shifting your being open, get out of the mundane. It's time to shift. You got number 25, Theta of Venus. And again, this always makes me feel like a rebirth. It feels like she's almost in like this comforting cocoon energy, and it just feels very rebirthy. I don't know if that's a word, but sometimes I make up words, but they suit me just fine. Okay. Attune yourself to higher consciousness by choosing to access the purest frequencies of love within. Acknowledge lower frequencies such as judgment, fear, doubt, or shame when they arise within or around you, but do not give them a foothold in your heart. You are ready for higher understanding, to see things in a new and more positive light. Allow your inner knowing to guide you on a unique, beautiful, and highly spiritual life path. I definitely feel like that is a good reading for you, Scorpio. Let's move on to Sagittarius. 49, 47. It is super helpful. Miss Leanne, I appreciate you. I can always tell when summer ends because it gets dark like super duper early. Although all the leaves are changing colors, which is really pretty. I like the seasons. The 4 seasons. I just prefer summer out of all of them. Like, I like them all, but, well, late spring and early summer, I should say. Because I like when all the flowers start poking through. Let's shuffle these just in case. Sagittarius. Ooh, why don't we pull your White Light Oracle card first? Interesting. Sagittarius. I like that card. 2 and 3. Good things come in 3s. Or 4s. But, you know, whatever. All right, Sagittarius. I swear sometimes. At least I make myself laugh, right? We have the 3 of Roses, loving elementals. I definitely feel like you are surrounded by spirit guides, but even fairies, frankly, because the elementals make me feel like it is like interesting. I was talking about the 4 seasons because it almost feels like the 4 seasons of like pixies. I don't know if that's a thing, but that's what I'm envisioning when I see loving elementals. We have the 5 of Roses, the Garden. The 7 of Scrolls, Intricacies and Industries. And the 1 of Roses, Commitment. I definitely feel like there is some kind of past life soulmate coming through. With the 3 of Roses, it definitely feels like a joyful time. It feels like an energy of like spirit and guides dancing around you. So whether it's reflecting in your outer circumstances, or it's just like this internal joy and happiness. With the 5 of Roses, the Garden, this feels as though I'm feeling 2 messages. One about inner child, but I also feel like an old soulmate. Now, whether this is a past life soulmate or somebody that you knew in this childhood, but even if it's somebody from this childhood, I'm still getting a past life. I'm still feeling like this is somebody that is meant to come in at a certain time in your life. Now, whether you're already aware of this person and they're here now, and things are going to move and shift, and or they're going to come in and you're not aware of this person yet. With the 7 of Scrolls, this feels like, I heard the particulars, just the particulars. It almost feels it's definitely air energy, analytical. It feels like building something, but in, well, I heard divine order. So whether this is, okay, I feel like this is your energy that you and or somebody you're dealing with, that this has been built in divine order, in order for this commitment to come in, the 1 of Roses. And again, I feel like this is a past life contract that's coming in. With the number 19 reflections on the bottom, I feel as though there is major spiritual gifts that either you're aware that you have or that you are now tapping into at this time. This feels as though you're open to, well, I heard water energy. So I guess if I'm thinking of water energy, we're thinking of, okay, how the moon shifts the tides. there's no, it's like an energy. It's not like the moon comes down and pushes it out. Like it happens, but you don't see it. Does that make sense? Am I making any sense? I can only give you what I'm getting. It feels like there is these unseen energies that you're working with. And I don't know if you necessarily, maybe some of you know it and some of you don't. But when I read your White Light Oracle card, this might make more sense because it's telepathy. But I'm not saying necessarily that that's the gift. It could be. There could be a communication with this person on some level telepathically. But I feel like there was a need to build your lives to a certain point before this all came in. I definitely feel like Spirit is leading and guiding this situation. You have number 36, Telepathy of Terra Mater. I love this card. Number 36. You'd think that I would remember that because I just said it. Okay. The pathway for your spiritual fulfillment and the sacred manifestation of your purpose is not necessarily logical and will evolve organically. Like, again, how I felt like something was built. Just putting that out there. The skillful and unpredictable working of the Earth Mother are supporting your soul journey unconditionally, following up on inspired ideas and allowing for unexpected shifts in direction are integral to the manifestation of your soul purpose. Yeah, definitely feel like if you just out of the blue get this sudden idea, oh, I should go to the grocery store, that person could be there. Like, I feel like this is something that's being set up. And again, whether it's somebody that is from your childhood and you bump into them after like 20 years, or I don't know how old you are. For me, 20 years is whatever. So like follow your intuition, follow your instincts. Just listen to yourself and go with the flow. Like if something is like canceling, let's say your friend, you went to go meet them for a drink or something, dinner, whatever, and you get there and they cancel and you're like outside the door of this restaurant or the whatever, don't turn around and go home. Go in. Unless this, you get an inclination to leave, but you're already there. Maybe this is where this person's going to be. So I'm just saying, follow your intuition. Listen to your intuition, your gut in all situations, always. Commit to an idea that feels good to your heart, even if it seems improbable or unattainable. It will manifest successfully. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Sagittarius. We are moving on to Capricorn. The 18 Capricorn. Yay, Capricorn. Oh. Okay, Capricorn, we are almost at the end, and I will do the super chat question. Although I'm going to have to scroll up and find it now. Capricorn. Okay, I'm feeling parched. Capricorn. Woo! Okay, I'm getting this song Shaka Khan. I feel like it's from like the 80s, maybe the 90s. And I'm getting like there's horns or something in it, or I don't know. And it's Shaka Khan, Let Me Rock Ya, Let Me Rock Ya, I don't know. Older song. Maybe that is resonating for somebody. Interesting. Spirit has a tendency to speak to me through music for whatever purpose. So I tend to channel quite a few songs, which aren't necessarily going to resonate for me, but possibly for one of you out there. All right, Capricorn, we have the Four of Roses, views of the ego. Number 17, the outlook. Interesting. I don't believe in coincidences, but this is the lookout, but I got the outlook. And the Six of Scrolls, the Sands of Time. That one's popped out several times. Four of Roses with the views of the ego, it could be your energy or somebody you're dealing with. Either way, somebody is definitely in their ego energy. And so if this is in relation to people that you're hanging out with, or it's your energy, I feel like Spirit's really trying to let you know that if this is your energy, you should probably check your ego at the door. If this is somebody that you're dealing with, I feel like it's going to become very apparent, if it isn't already, that they are in it. Well, I heard in it to win it and in it for themselves. This isn't, Roses is cup energy or love. And if somebody's in their ego, it's all about them. It's a feeling of, I don't like throwing this word around, but it could be somebody who has like narcissistic traits. I feel like we all do to an extent, and I feel like that word is overused. But to try to clarify the type of person that I'm speaking of, that's kind of the energy I'm getting, is somebody that really is in it to win it, but only for themselves. Like, it's whatever I have to do to make me happy and do everything for me, and it's me. So again, if that's your energy, I don't think it matters, because at the end of the day, with the lookout, which I feel like the outlook is that this isn't built on a steady foundation, and it's going to crumble. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like a lover. It could be anybody in your emotional circle, like friends, family. I feel like coworkers might be a stretch, but it could be that as well. But with the outlook, the lookout, I mean, I'm just going to go with whatever comes out of my mouth. Well, I feel like it's both. I feel like it's like, look out, because the outlook is going to be a major shift and change in this situation. Whether I'm going to just go with the energy that this is somebody else. Put yourself where you fit. But this is going to end. There is an ending because it's not built on a steady foundation. And I feel like it's going to be a major shift and change. Seemingly maybe out of nowhere, but I feel like there were warning signs or red flags, and they should have been heeded. But we don't always, like, I'm human. I don't always, I'm like, oh, hindsight, all those red flags I totally ignored. Happens, right? So with the Six of Scrolls, the Sands of Time, I feel like it's almost past time. And I feel like Spirit's letting you know this is coming. The shift and change is coming. I feel like the reason you're being forewarned is because I don't feel like this is something that you're meant to fight for. Like, if somebody leaves you or you leave somebody, like, I feel like that's the end. I feel like this tower is happening for the benefit of all involved. And the tower for me is a major shift and change taking place. And I feel like Spirit's letting you know, go with the flow. Don't push against it. Have your emotions, of course, but really give yourself that self-love. Give yourself self-love, especially if this is somebody else that you're dealing with. If it's you, give yourself self-love, and then really work on that ego. So you have the number 31, Shaktapa of Seahorse. Beautiful. Number 38, As you embrace your inner essence, you will be at peace with who you are, indulging your vulnerability and no longer see the need to conform to social ideas which have no true resonance for your heart. You are encouraged to trust your intuitive recognition of which environments and relationships harmonize well with you, supporting your spiritual growth and well-being on all levels. You have the innate capacity to manifest. Relax, and you shall attract all you need. Frankly, I feel like this is past time for this to end, whatever that is for you. And with the sands of time, I feel like divine timing is definitely at play, because seahorses mate for life. And I feel like Spirit's letting you know to let this go within, do some self-love, self-healing. And in that, you are going to attract somebody that matches your energy, matches your heart, your frequency. But I definitely feel like there is some self-love healing that needs to take place. Okay, we are moving on to Aquarius. 10622. Fa la 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 la. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm always quite silly. Always quite silly. Okay, I will be leaving the timestamps in the description box as well as in the comment section once we are finished here. All super chat questions will be answered at the end. There will be a timestamp for that as well. If that person is still hanging out in here, or they can always come back, because I just won't interrupt through the signs to answer a Snapchat. Those are answered at the end. Okay, we are on Aquarius. Also, feel free to watch your sun, moon, rising, Venus, or any prominent placement, as well as cross watch for anybody that you're dealing with. Okay, I'm getting this song. This is the rhythm of the night. I'm not like a singer, so I will attempt to not use any kind of singy voice. I feel like that was out in the reverse, but we'll read it both ways. So maybe that's a song for you, Rhythm of the Night. Maybe that means something. Aquarius, we have the King of Scrolls. I feel like that's you. I feel like that is you in your energy, strong in your energy. And with number 12, the Scribe, you've got this person sitting here writing. It almost feels like you're creating. Like now is the time that you're creating, or you have been creating, because we have all of these scrolls, right? And this person is diligently writing maybe their next chapter, maybe their life. This is mental energy on. In the cards, you are the mind. You are communication. So at this time, you could have very strong communication skills. It would behoove you to speak your truth. Now would be a really good time. You're in your power. But I also feel like you're writing something. You're creating something. And with the Six of Scrolls, the Sands of Time, again, the card kind of came out like this. So I'm going to read it both ways. In the reverse, I feel like the time is now. Like the time is now. With the in the upright, for some, I feel like the time is approaching. Because he's got his scrolls in his hand and he's watching the clock. Like, I definitely feel like it's more the time is now. You could be, for some of you, being led and guided to write a book, to create something that is communication, like a podcast or a lecture. There's something like your words could even be healing to people at this time. But I feel like you really could be writing a book or being led and guided to write something to put your words on paper. Like I'm almost seeing one of those feathers, but it's writing almost by itself, if that makes sense. Like you could even be channeling messages to create some healing something. Very interesting. You're definitely in your power. Speak your truth. And if you're getting intuition or random thoughts or epiphanies or, oh, wow, that seems like a good idea, write it down. There's something with you writing things down that is really beneficial at this time. But you are very, very powerful, a force to be reckoned with. I just get a strong sense of healing with your words or your communication or whatever you're writing. So we have all these cards and we keep getting repeating cards. So check out your sun, moon, rising, because if you got the same card, it could be like doubling down on the message. I'm going to have to hide part of this. You got number 30, Vulva of Sadir. See if I can, there we go. I don't know why. It made me think of Medusa with the hair. Like they're not snakes in this, but that's what it made me think of. This feels like receiving major divine, like not like I feel like you're getting channeled messages. And either being called to speak on it, but I feel like there's a need to write things down. Like maybe your dreams, or if you're meditating, like writing down your meditations. I heard it could change the world. That's pretty powerful. Like, just saying. Okay. Your inner spiritual power can heal circumstances in your life and our world in ways greater than you realize. Hello. Did I just say that? Journey within to gain clarity and conscious redirection of your inner energies towards what you wish to manifest. Do not try to control what is happening. Instead, work to bring positive influence to bear so that you may contribute constructively towards shaping the outcome for the greatest good. I feel like you're creating something major, life-changing. So moving on to Pisces, 11320. All right, Pisces, we made it. And then I will answer that question that floated up somewhere. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Lastly, but not leastly, for sure. Okay. Well, at least we got it. Oh, we'll take the top one. At least we got a card we hadn't gotten yet, right? Or did we? I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, nice, nice. One more, please. Taking it. Okay. Pisces. We made it. The overall energy of what reading am I doing? Good gravy. We have the King of Forces. You could be dealing with a fire sign or have that in your chart, specifically Sagittarius, but it's Aries, Leo, Sag. And I feel like I was thinking the overall energy is because you could be embodying that energy if you're not dealing with a fire sign or having that in your chart. the King of Forces is like an entrepreneur. It's somebody who is charismatic, magical, um, powerful. It's the energy of, it feels very Mars, like action oriented, passion, drive, desire. With the One of Keys, the Architect, this is just as it appears. It is like it's akin to the Ace of Pentacles, something tangible that is being offered in the 3D. It could be a windfall, but something that I feel like, okay, I'm feeling like this is something that you're grounding in the reality now. You might have had a past life in, don't let me lose it, Egypt. Thank you. I don't know why touching my nose helps, but it does. Something that you had worked on then is coming in. It feels like this maybe not is for everybody. Take what resonates. If it's not your reading, it's not your reading. But I feel like you possibly had a past life in Egypt, and there was something that you were working on or created there. It's coming in here. It's coming in now. It could pertain to, with number 19, reflections, some kind of spiritual gift. Now, I don't know what people believe when it comes to Egypt, but personally, I feel like there were tremendous, you can call them magical or whatever, but it could, I mean, yeah, okay, call it magical. There were tremendous more spiritual gifts, and it wasn't just necessarily spiritual. Like if you looked at it from a scientific perspective, there were sound vibrations that could move things. And I'm just getting this overwhelming feeling of something that you were working with or creating or building at that time is coming into this lifetime. And I definitely feel like it has to do with some kind of a spiritual connection, spiritual gifts. Who knows? Maybe you were a fire sign in a past life, or this is somebody that's coming in from a past life for you. Or again, it might just be the energy of that passion, that drive, that desire, that creative, magical, it could even pertain, okay, for some of you, it could be some sort of animal medicine. Cats were a really big deal back then. There could be some correlation with maybe you start speaking to animals, trees, like, I don't know. I'm just picking up, there's something from a past life that is being brought into now. And this feels very spiritual. This feels like gifts. This feels like maybe something that isn't even known of yet, or a rare something that maybe others don't. It's not like the mainstream, like you look up psychic abilities and gifts, it's not listed kind of deal. Like there might be records of it somewhere, but I don't feel like this is something that, you know, is a well-known ability. And with the Eight of Forces, the lightning bolt on the bottom, I feel like this is coming out of nowhere. I literally feel like you're getting supercharged with some kind of ability that, this is getting so interesting. I was going to say weird, but it's interesting. It almost feels like, what do they call that? When they say that all lives are occurring right now, that it's not necessarily, the time is an illusion, and that you have other yous around. It almost feels like another you is coming in, if that makes sense, to deliver these. Like this is getting different. Okay, that's intriguing. That is very intriguing. You got number 14, Yogini of 285 Hertz. Okay, number 14. Where are we at? Okay. Changes in your life, including closing doors or missed opportunities, are not going to derail your fulfillment. Realignments are happening based on divine wisdom and timing. You are being diverted from unnecessary obstacles and suffering. Trust in how your life path is unfolding. Stay true to your authentic healing journey because it is working. Whether you realize it or not, significant inner healing is taking place. Interesting. All right, that is what I have for all the signs, spirit messages. Remember, I will be back tomorrow to do the weekly for all signs, and I will remember to start in reverse so that those who are last will not be last anymore. I am going to now go ahead and answer the super chat question, if I can scroll up and figure out. Hakeem the Dream. Ooh, I like that name. Hakeem the Dream. Okay, let's pull some different cards. Let's do... I'm trying to decide if I want to do a you. We won't do you versus them. We'll just do her feelings for you. Okay. Let us do her feelings, her intentions, what is blocking, and the most likely outcome. This is for Hakeem the Dream. Did I already shuffle these? I don't even know. We'll shuffle them again. You can never shuffle too much. Okay, her overall feelings. Intentions towards you. We have 2. And blocks. Most likely what is blocking this. We have 2. And the most likely outcome. We have 3. Okay. So, where are we at? Her current feelings are the 2 of air. This feels like she's trying to choose or make a choice, or having a difficult time choosing, possibly between 2 people, frankly. But it even could be in her own mind, like, because it is air energy. It could be, yeah, yes, and then the next day, no, So it feels like confliction. There's a need to really make a decision. I feel like the intentions are interesting because we have the Ace of Water and the 3 of Earth. So the Ace of Water is a brand new emotional experience. Her intentions are to have a new emotional experience. Could be perceived as love, but it's a 3 of Earth, which means that this is a collaboration, an emotional experience that is coming together, possibly work-wise, right? Because we have the 3 of Earth, a collaboration. This could be that she's putting forth a new emotional energy towards a collaboration with you. It could lead to more, but let's keep going. What's most likely blocking this is the Page of Earth and the Moon. The Moon is Cancer energy. Pages bring news. It feels as though there's some kind of a slow... something's hidden, and it's maybe fear, emotional inner turmoil, blocks. But with the Page of Earth, it almost feels as though this is like, it's a very slow moving, how do I express that? Like, maybe there's a need to communicate. I mean, this isn't communicating, it's more bringing it to the surface. There's a need to bring to the surface fears or anxieties, or this could pertain to something that maybe happened in this person's past. It could be a block, an emotional block, fear, something from a previous situation. But I feel like what's blocking this is there's a need to bring it to the surface. But sometimes if it's hidden and it's deep down inside, we don't even know what it is, right? Getting to the most likely outcome, we have the Five of Earth, which is somebody who is being left out in the cold. Ghosting possibly, but it's definitely the energy of being like left out in the cold. This is negative thoughts turning into actual things. With the Queen of Water, you could be dealing with a Cancer, but it's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I feel like this is deeper, however, because in this deck, the Good Tarot, the Queen of Water to me symbolizes somebody who's very spiritual, very intuitive, very in tune with their emotions, especially because it's in the upright. This is somebody who's literally going off of how they truly feel, their emotions. And there is the Eight of Water. That's emotional detachment. So although in the intentions, it feels like they're wanting a new emotional experience with you, it doesn't necessarily feel as though it's in love. And the reason, again, I'm saying is because it's also with a collaboration. This is more than one person. A collaboration is normally three people coming together to business or create something. But from what I'm seeing, the most likely outcome is somebody's going to be left out in the cold, or detachment, negative, negativity being created. And that Eight of Water, somebody's following their intuition and emotionally detaching from the situation. With the block, that could be why. I mean, if somebody is having fear or trauma from the past experiences, there's really no, this is an internal job for a person. There's nothing we can do unless they ask for our assistance. Like, we could be there and say, hey, I'm always there for you. But this is an internal job. I just feel like this person's feelings are wishy-washy. Like, maybe at one point they do want a new, or maybe at one point they did want an emotional thing, and now they're all about business. It feels very like this. Like, it feels very wishy-washy. I mean, intentions, wishy-washy. Like, one day it's this, one day it's that. But I feel like the outcome is definitely clear. So that is what I have for you, Mr. Hakeem, or Mrs. Hakeem, whoever I'm talking to. I truly appreciate you all for hanging out and watching. And I didn't write down the timestamp. That's all right. I'll just go through and watch it and figure out what it is. But I will see you tomorrow at 6 o'clock p.m. And I will double check to make sure I set it for 6 p.m. because apparently this one I set for 6 a.m. Although, you know, surprise, I showed up at 6 p.m. But I will see you tomorrow, and we will do the weekly for this next week live. And we will start with Pisces tomorrow and move our way backwards. So I will see you then. Thank you, Leanne, for all of your help. I truly, truly appreciate you. You are a rock star, amazing. And I will see you guys tomorrow.